Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, finally, I've been waiting for this moment a very long time. You know, like the past couple of weeks, I'm like, man, I really want some Pokemon Scarlet's Pokemon Violet news. And yesterday, somebody pinged me. They're like, hey, they're doing a thing tomorrow at 9 a.m. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is it. Today, 9 a.m. comes, and I am pleasantly surprised. First things first, I will come out and say the game doesn't even look like a Pokemon game. And I mean like graphically. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like when I saw the frame of the professors, I was like, who are these people, right? Like they look like Monster Hunter characters to me. Also, Quaxly is still the greatest Pokemon of all time. I will stand by that, and I will never change that opinion. They could give him a terrible final evolution, I would not care. I will not evolve my Quaxly. But I know the final evolution is gonna go crazy. Like you already know, Quaxly is about to be the greatest starter of all time. Maybe even topping Greninja, which is like that's a hot take. Like that's probably the hottest take you can have. But Quaxly, I see the potential in him. I saw him in the trailer. He's just looking clean, and like he's literally the greatest Pokemon of all time. I'm also a very big fan of the new Pokemon that they showed in this trailer. The little Pikachu type thing was okay, but smaller than Lechonk. Lechonk? Like it doesn't get better than this, guys. Like Generation 9 might be the greatest game we've ever received ever. And I'm praying for that. Like it looks good on paper, right? Like it looks like this is how it kind of was for Sword and Shield. A little bit less, but like visually, conceptually, and somethingly, it looks good, right? But when it comes to the meat of the game, we still have no idea, and it still could be trash. But looking at it from this trailer, I'm very excited. On the topic of the meat of the game, a couple of things I noticed in the trailer is that it looks like every route will have like a little pit stop type thing, like a little Poke Center in the route, where you can obviously heal up your Pokemon, check your box, buy stuff. Pokemon are in the overworld again, obviously. Like that's probably just gonna be the standard now. Like it's been since Let's Go, and it's gonna be till like the end, right? And also, you can sneak up on Pokemon. Now, I don't think that they're gonna let you just straight up catch Pokemon without battling them. But so like I don't know what the point of sneaking up on them is, but you know, it's in the game. Another thing that I noticed is those stadiums. Well, not those, that stadium. I think that might be like the Sword and Shield type thing, where it's just like a place where you fight the gym leaders or whatever they're gonna call them in this game. I don't think we're gonna have like the standard gyms, and I think it's gonna be like another Sword and Shield type thing, where you do like a little trial before, and then you fight the person in the arena. Actually, you know, now that I'm recording this video, like literally right now, this thought just occurred to me. I think Dynamax may be a thing, right? Cause why else would they have such a big stadium for a battle? Like obviously, like the stadiums are usually that big, like in the anime or in the basically in the anime, but in the games, you're really not always battling on such a big field, I feel like. So maybe Dynamax is back, and I know that's gonna make a lot of people angry. It might make me a little bit angry because I did want to see like maybe a new gimmick or just no gimmick at all. At this point, either bring back Megas or just don't do any other gimmicks. Like unless it's really well done, like I don't care. But I'm rambling. My bad. But yeah, that thought just occurred to me. So like that big stadium might indicate that Dynamax is coming back. Also, I have a friend that's really like vouching for all three mechanics returning. That's like Z moves, Mega Evolution, and Dynamax in this game, which would be sick. But I don't know if we're gonna get that. Last couple of things I wanted to mention for the like just gameplay wise. Your Pokemon follow you, I think, as shown in that one scene where the guy walks up to his friends. They all walk away with their starters following them. Your rival. You either have multiple rival in this game or just that one girl, and those other three guys are just like random people. I don't know, because they kind of look like characters that like the player himself would make. So I'm not sure if they're like actually rivals or something completely different, right? But that girl with the green highlight in her hair definitely is your rival. Um, and there is potential that you're like traveling in a group, like in X and Y. And then there is the emblems that we saw for like a second. The citrus one for Pokemon Scarlet, and then the grape one for Pokemon Violet. So I think that's either gonna be the evil teams, like a team Orange and Team Grape. I don't know, or just like some type of research type of people, or maybe a league, right? So those are my ideas for those emblems. And now let's get into the most interesting and the greatest part of this trailer. So, Scarlet and Violet, we got their legendaries. Like, you know, once you get that second trailer in, you know you're gonna see the box art, you know you're gonna see the legendaries. So I was there crossing my fingers, hoping that these guys would look good. Cause like, in my initial reaction to the first trailer, I said that I feel like Scarlet is gonna be some like flashy, flamboyant Pokemon, while Violet is gonna be some quiet, kind of chill Pokemon, right? And I also said that I feel like they would oppose each other in the way they look and not in the way they do, as in like not in what they do. And you know, I'd like to say I was kind of right on that. I feel like they're both just as flashy, but they do oppose each other in the way they look, right? So Violet's Pokemon, I think it's Miraidon. Violet's Pokemon is futuristic, like it's literally digital, like it has digital eyes, it's a robot basically. And then Scarlet's Pokemon, which I forget the name of, is very like prehistoric looking, very like ancestral, very old looking, right? So it's basically past and future. And I think their names mean that too. And I think the professors' names mean that too. Because actually, if you notice, the professors, the professor for Scarlet, the one which is in the past, is wearing like a very raggedy shirt. Like it's not modern looking at all, right? Like it looks like something you would wear like back in the day in caveman era. And then the Violet professor, Shady Penguin, is wearing a like futuristic suit under like the white lab coat, right? So I guess that's what the theme of this game is gonna be. It's gonna be like past versus future. Now, what that means for the story, let's do a little bit of theory crafting here. So, my initial reaction to seeing these legendaries and seeing like their themes and stuff, I thought to myself, there's no way that the Violet legendary is man-made, because yes, there are man-made Pokemon. Yes, there are man-made legendaries like Mewtwo, man-made mythicals like Genesect and Magearna, but I feel like they wouldn't do that for a box art legendary, because box art legendaries are very important to the world, right? Like they're on the box for a reason. So my guess is either, well, that guy's just digital for no reason, like he's just that way, or he's an ultra beast. Now, when I said this in like a call of my friends, like they kind of turned their heads, right? But it made sense in a way that, like, you know, ultra beasts don't follow the rules, right? Like ultra beasts are not Pokemon, they're ultra beasts, so they can be whatever they want to be. So in my head, I'm like, okay, since this guy is not man-made, which is my assumption, and I'm sticking by it, I feel like he's not man-made. Since he's not man-made, he has to be an ultra beast, right? Or he's literally just that way because Gamefreak said they wanted to be a digital Pokemon. And going off of that, I said that the other one has to be an ultra beast too, because I feel like they can't just make one of the legendaries an ultra beast and not the other one an ultra beast, right? But then again, like, would they really put an ultra beast on the box art? So that's where it kind of falls apart in my eyes. But I feel like I just don't want to believe that the Violet legendary is man-made. That's really much it. But as far as like our second thoughts were, we were thinking like maybe the third legendary kind of ties them together. So like the third legendary would be like the present, and then throughout the story you will do something to either evolve it into, not really evolve, I feel like turn it into the Scarlet legendary or turn it into the Violet legendary. as far as like the goal, I feel like that's gonna be the goal of like either the evil team or the research group. Like they're gonna try to get this super prehistoric Pokemon back or the super advanced Pokemon in, and then use it for evil or use it for good. So that's my initial thoughts and theories about these two Pokemon. They could really like go crazy with it, but after Sword and Shield, I'm still like iffy on like a good Pokemon story, because the last good Pokemon story we had, I think, in my honest opinion, was probably, I think Ultra Sun and Moon had a really good story. So it's not too far off, but we gotta remember like this game is coming right off of Sword and Shield, so it's either gonna be just as good in quotation marks or better or worse. So that's why I'm pleading with Gamefreak to not mess this up, because honestly the game looked really good. Like these two legendaries are probably some of the best like looking legendaries box art wise that we've gotten in a minute. And these new Pokemon, I'm in love. Like Smoliv, literally one of my favorite Pokemons already. Quaxly, literally the greatest starter of all time. So I'm really hoping that these games turn out good. It's looking good. And next trailer, I'll probably do a video like this again. So like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one.